This is Kim Guzman with Crochet 123 magazine. In issue 8, I was asked to make 3 projects using fun novelty yarns. All 3 projects are cowls, representing each of the major winter holidays. The third project, the intermediate project, is made using Deborah Norville Everyday Yarn and Starbella Flash, both from Premier Yarns. The Starbella Flash includes a lovely glittery border, which I've chosen to make the focal point of this project. Okay, this is Premier Yarns Starbella Flash. As you can see, it comes out as a small piece, but when you stretch it out, you've actually got about 1.5 to 2 inches, and it's just chain loops here throughout, and then on the top it's got this beautiful glittery bling. And in this project I wanted to take full advantage of that, so we're not stitching into that at all. We're going to leave that hanging to the front of the project. So what you'll do is you will stitch into these loops, always stitching into the one closest to the bottom. So let me show you how that's done. Now in the project I used white, which obviously looks a lot better than this with the green, but the white's not going to show on video. So I'm using green just to show you how it's done. So you're going to hold this glittery bling to the front of your work, and you're going to start off by leaving a generous strand so that you can weave it in later. You can weave it in, sew it in, however you want to. Tighten the ends and get them all finished prettily. So what we're going to do is, this is half double, and we're going to work into the back loops. Now let me show you. Here is the front loop, and here is the back loop. The furthest one from you is the back loop, and you're going to yarn over. Now the first one can be tricky because you're holding both of them at the same time, and what you want to do is make sure that that bling is down at the bottom, but you want to stitch into the chain space above it, grasping all of the yarns together. All of those chain loops, you're going to grasp them all together and work them at the same time. So you're going to have to move it out of the way, especially here in the beginning, to make sure that you don't skip a stitch. Yarn over and pull a loop through. Now yarn over and pull through all loops on the hook. Go. That's a half double. Now according to the pattern, I did 2 more half doubles without holding on to the yarn. So 1, 2, actually I think I did 3. Let's do 3. Now you're going to have the pattern in order to determine how many chains to work and so forth. Now I'm going to do another one, and you can see it's right here. This is the first one, and this is the next one right here, and that's where we're going to work, right into that one. Insert your hook there. Now insert your hook there. Now you see, now it's a lot easier. That first one is just a little tricky. So let's do some half doubles back here. Again in the back loop only. This project is worked in the round, and working in the back loop makes a very drapey fabric. Alright, we're going to do this one more time. I think you've got it. It's a little tricky. It'll take you a while to get used to it, but that's why it's an intermediate pattern, because it's just a little more challenging than the others. Here's the next chain space. Insert under it. and pull it back to make sure you're not skipping anything, because this will be in the way. So pull it back. Insert your hook, pull a loop through, and now pull through all three. And what that does is it just makes this bling stand out.